Martin.
Yeah.
Do you know what's gender discrimination?
Oh, gender discrimination. It's basically, it means like women and girls are a neglected segment in our society.
No.
Yes,
not.
yes. Okay, mainly it's because of the workplace and family. Like these two things are the main influence. Okay, let me explain why. Workplace is because, like, example, you're working in a hospital. Can a woman nurse carry a patient when he's fainted? I don't think so, right? And the reason why in workplace people will choose men over women is because they are more emotional and physically stable. Family is because
that's why.
yeah, no, but it's true. Most of
Online.
the cases is because of due to the workplace, then it got into the court case, you know? Yeah. True. So is there anything else? Yeah.
What article is it under the Federal Constitution for gender equity?
Oh, it's in Article 8, 2. It goes like, except as expressly authorized by this Constitution, there shall be no discrimination against citizens on the ground only of religion, race, descent, or place of birth in any law relating to the acquisition, holding, or disposition of property, or the establishing of or carrying on of any trade, business, profession, vocation, or employment. Yeah.
Interesting.
You guys understand?
Yeah.
See?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the difference between sex and gender?
Oh, the sex and gender. The
Oh,
sex.
oh, you know,
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing?
Koreans.
Korean. Okay. Let's listen.
Sex is just a biological term. So it's like basically a guy, girl, you can see the physical features.
Oh, like their body and
Yeah.
How
So
about
those are the fit like a man. Oh, okay.
the girls have breasts and guys.
Guys have.
Deep.
Yeah. Okay. And then what about sex?
I just explained about the sex.
Oh, I mean,
about
right.
gender, right?
Yeah.
Gender. Gender is
Yeah.
everything except the physical part. Like
What?
such as
So it's like a role in the society.
yeah, it's a role in the society. What do guys do? What do girls do?
Oh, so
It does not relate to your biological body. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
so, for example, the transsexuals and transgenders. Transsexuals are the one who change their body. I mean, they change their
Surgery.
Okay.
Go
They
for
change
it,
their
yeah.
sex in a way.
Yeah,
Like they cut, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
they change it.
yeah, they change it.
yeah.
And transgender is
No
on the
surgery.
outside part is a guy, but
Or their role in
They-
society.
Yes.
their role in society, they do the females role.
Oh.
Okay, I get it.
Any examples for the cases that we have?
Oh, I know one case. One case about the man, somebody got pregnant or something like that.
Oh, got pregnant, cannot work, right?
Yeah,
I
that
think
one.
it's Beatrice, right?
Yeah, between
Trees versus.
versus Bas right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She thought she won? She won?
Yeah, she won.
Explain the
Right?
case. Explain.
Yeah. Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Have a seat.
I'd like to apply for this job. I'd like to work here.
Can I see your resume? Okay, good. Yep. Sign the contract.
Hey, Beatrice, there's a letter for you from the boss.
Oh, what? I need to talk to the boss. Boss! What is the meaning of this?
Have a seat. This came from the hospital, the annual medical checkup. It says right.
Yes.
This is a contract you signed.
If I get pregnant, I will resign or will be terminated immediately.
Yes, you're fired.
unacceptable. I know my rights as an employee. I'm going to bring this to court.
Since Beatrice has violated the agreement, and according to the contract where both parties agreed on, she should be terminated. Moreover, she should pay fine for causing the company to employ and to train a new worker.
She first violated the contract when the contract clearly states that she will be terminated or forced to resign when she violates the contract. The discrimination prohibited by Article 8, Section 2 of Federal Constitution as at the date applicable to this case was on the ground only to religion, race, descent, or place of birth.
As a judge, I will rule that though taken cognizance of by the industrial court was only binding of the parties therein, though enforceable by the industrial court, the discrimination prohibited by Article 8, Section 2 of the Federal Constitution as at the date applicable to the case was on the ground only of religion, race, descent, or place of birth, none of which apply to this case. In any event, it can be argued that Article 2, Section 3 of the first schedule of the collective argument is discriminatory, just as it cannot reasonably be argued that the provision of the law given maternity leave only to women is discriminatory as against men. A case has to be decided on this fact. The appellant did not introduce any evidence that the first appellant is a public authority to bring it within the ambit of the constitutional provision. A mere statement that first appellant was a government agency was not sufficient. I came to a conclusion the plaintiff won.
So that's how it went. Any more cases?
I think I know one. It's about the school teacher. She wanted to be a temporary teacher. Name was Nur Fadila. Yeah.
So, explain the case.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Nur Fadila binti Ahmad Saiki. I'm here to file a report. I am a school teacher. I applied to the Education Office of the Hulu Langat district to be employed as a temporary teacher. At no time before or during the interview for this job was I asked whether I was pregnant. During a briefing meeting, an official then asked the group whether there was anyone pregnant. I, who was at that time 3 months pregnant, and 2 other women responded in the affirmative. The official then took back the letter of offering for the work. Why was my employment terminated? I should have been entitled to be employed as a teacher even if I was pregnant. I deserve the rights to work, and that pregnancy cannot be used as an excuse to stop any woman from working. Firstly, the authorities' refusal to hire the plaintiff was not on the basis of plaintiff being a woman. Secondly, the concept of reasonable classification continues to lurk. There was no discrimination against the plaintiff in relation to other women who are also pregnant.
Dear Honorable Judge and fellow lawyers, today the plaintiff received her placement memo informing her of her posting. She was asked to attend a briefing on the terms of her service of employment. At this briefing, the plaintiff was questioned as to whether she was pregnant. When the plaintiff admitted she was 3 months pregnant, her placement memo was immediately withdrawn.
The plaintiff's application to assert her rights to the legal status was in line with S41 of the Specific Relief Act 1950. The plaintiff had also satisfied the provision to S41 of the SRA. The word gender was incorporated into Article 8, Section 2 of the Constitution in order to comply with Malaysia's obligation under Convention on the Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. The defendants' act of revoking and withdrawing the placement memo because the plaintiff was pregnant constituted a violation of Article 8, Section 2 of the Constitution. However, there was no order as to cause because this was a public interest case. Hence, a declaration was a proper form of relief in this case. I came to a conclusion: the plaintiff won the case.
Guys, I Rafiza Shima bin Muhammad Aris.
When is it? When is it? Like
It's 3rd of July this year.
Wow,
This
so
year?
recent.
Yeah,
wow, that was
this year.
okay.
Explain.
To enlighten us.
The
Enlighten.
respondent signed an agreement with the appellant which forbidding her from getting pregnant during the duration of 4 years aircraft maintenance engineering training program. She was chosen to undergo. However, she got pregnant on the 4th year, so here's the case.
The court is in order. The case of Air Asia Berhad versus Rafiza Shima binti Muhammad Aris is in order. We will begin this session hearing from the plaintiff.
Okay, thank you. How can you terminate my agreement and employment just because I am pregnant? This is unfair.
Defendant?
Okay. I'm a representative for the AirAsia, a lawyer, and first she breached our AirAsia's contract for getting pregnant, and clearly the contract states that if she ever gets pregnant, she will be terminated. And second, she's supposed to pay, the plaintiff is supposed to pay AirAsia $92,000 for breaching the contract.
In clause 5.14 of the agreement did not discriminate against the rights of women. All clauses in the agreement, especially clause 5.1, did not retain marriage and prohibits pregnancy if the respondent has completed the training program in the manner stipulated in the agreement. See para 55. I came with a conclusion. The plaintiff won the case. She does not need to pay the 92,000. The fees will be paid by
yeah.
the
Good for her.
Yeah, she won the case.
Nice read.
Yeah. So,
Hey, how much? Hey, free ah?
you sexy.
You free tonight?
Oh, come here.
Hey, come. Hey. Okay, today I gather all of us here to talk about our future lah. So, what you want to study?
I want to study culinary.
Why you want to take culinary? Hey, you diam lah.
I take whatever I want.
No, you don't study all the
Study.
girl subject. You study the
Girl
boy
subject.
subject.
Boy subject? Why?
Like
girl
engineering.
Engineering.
Yeah. Okay,
Papa,
so
I want to do engineering.
you want waste my money for what?
It's not a waste.
No, you
It's
study
not
cooking.
equal.
No lah. Hey, next time she marry a rich guy, she no more under my surname. How? I ask you how?
But not like that. I got passion for engineering.
No, you be like your mother.
I
like
tell you,
this,
study
like
culinary.
this, you know.
Girl, we have no choice.
Yeah.
Which uni am I going to?
I heard this Taylor's University quite good
Taylor's.
Yeah.
Very expensive one, right?
Never mind.
Can
Papa
I go
support you.
never mind. They both go lah.
No. You study cooking only. Why you want to go so expensive one? You go PTPL lah.
PTPL. Did they say what did they say? Right.
That's so unfair.
No. Life is hard. Okay.
Like this kind of gender equity cases.
Oh, I remember my case also got one about the AirAsia one.
Not your case.
No. Hey, wait, I thought AirAsia bukan Mas.
Okay, cut that one.
Okay,
Is it?
cut.
It's not your case.
Louder.
I also say your case. I say I know a case.
Oh, I know a case. My case.
It's not your
Jawan.
Jiawen.
Come.
Check out already. You're not supposed to push it slowly.
You're supposed to.
Like that.
Okay,
Don't move it up, ah.
can continue anytime.
Wait,
You're not supposed to laugh.
You're making me laugh.
Oh, Gender discrimination is basically